On May 16th, 2023, Chase opened their first US airport lounge in Boston. And on one of my recent trips, I was able to use this lounge for the first time ever, and I'm really excited to share with all of you what that experience was actually like. I'm gonna give you all an in-depth video walkthrough of the lounge, plus we'll talk about the amenities, the location, how to get in, the food, the views, and all that great stuff. That way, in case you happen to be flying through or to Boston Logan International Airport, you too will be able to experience this awesome retreat and oasis. So if you're ready to see what fancy in the airport looks like, then let's kick things off right now with that walkthrough tour. Welcome to the Chase Sapphire Lounge. Here is the front desk where you'll check in with your priority pass card, and then on to the self-serve beverages, foods, coffees, teas, all this great stuff on the first right-hand wall when you walk in. It continues on the opposite side with some desserts and cookies there, and a lot of this you'll notice is tapas style, so like finger food, small portions, and self-serve portions all the way down. And then as I zoom in here, you'll also see the menu of stuff you can order right to your table, which is great. And also the Wi-Fi info is right there too. Continuing on a bit further, more food options go all the way through the back wall here, all nicely prepared, great flavor all the way through. Then the back side here was not in operation while I was there, but it's meant for chefs to do special prepared meals and kind of show off their cool skills. This is a nice overview of the lounge itself. Tons of big, tall windows. I spent most of my time over in this area with these larger square tables, and then further back are the smaller round tables closer to the bar, which, by the way, is also super nice. Great staff, super friendly. Directly opposite of the bar is like a beer on tap section to enjoy some local brews. More seating here in the back, more great views too. And then as I move into the far end and pivot, here's some really cool artwork as well, which is featured throughout the lounge. Straight back is the kids zone, and also some more self-serve water, coffees, teas, you name it, they got it. And then moving forward to the back here, we've got some booths if you want to have a private, secluded place to work. And behind that was the wellness zone. There were treatments in session, so I wasn't able to access it, but there's a nice massage chair back there. But I was able to get into one of their shower suites, which you'll see it light up right here. Really, really nice. Clean, well-maintained, all that great stuff. And then the nursing room as well, same story here, very nicely done, plenty of space to do what you need to do in privacy, so thumbs up with this room too. Now in terms of the self-serve food, I tried the Korean barbecue chicken croquettes and the rusted Brussels sprouts. Here's a picture of my tray showing both. They were really, really good. Again, small portions here. If you want more, you can always go back for more as it is unlimited. However, if you're looking for other options, perhaps something more substantial, they also had QR codes featured throughout the entire lounge. That way you could scan them with your mobile device and have food delivered right to where you're sitting. There was also a URL that you could type in on your web browser to then be taken to the same type of order page on your laptop or bigger device if you wanted to do so. But for the mobile experience on my phone, here was my journey through the ordering experience. Upon scanning and opening up your mobile web browser, there are a lot of different options you can choose from. So this first flow here was to order food and beverage right to your table. So then it shows me I can start my order by clicking that blue button there in the middle, and then it'll have your table number automatically filled in. Mine was 16. It can also include your name if you want to as well. From there, you'll be presented with some different categories to choose from. The first one was made to order with 3 options right now at the moment, followed by made to order from Chef Douglas Williams with some additional options there. As you keep going through, you then get some locally inspired cocktails, wine options, and also draft beer. Furthermore, you could also choose from some signature cocktails. And then some of these options, like you see here in the middle of your screen, like with the Sapphire Burger, there were some ways to customize in terms of how you want it cooked, what you want on it, including condiments and things like that. So it is really, really nice to have those options. That way it's not just one option for everybody. From there, you can see your basket, or in other words, your cart of what you're going to order. So I had here the Sapphire Burger and the shrimp risotto to try. Once you place your order, you'll then get your ticket number, and it's pretty much a done deal. Just wait a few minutes while it's being prepared, and there you can see both of those plates that were brought right to me. I also tried one of their self-serve desserts, which was their brownie cake type of thing, and I will admit that while the food was great, the dessert not so much. They definitely have to work on that recipe. It was too dry and not enough flavor. Going back to the main page, you can also reserve amenities in the lounge from that same QR code. So here you can choose to reserve a shower or one of their wellness rooms here. From there, whichever one you choose, you'll see the different time slots that are available. And at the bottom of the screen, as you scroll down, you can then type in your name and your email to then make your reservation complete. And back to the main screen once more, this time choosing the digital media section, you can also browse different newspapers, magazines, play games, have different audio content and podcasts, as well as ebooks and things for children to do as well. And for those of you looking to be productive by connecting to the internet or simply wanting to stream like a movie or a show, their Wi-Fi speeds were absolutely incredible, way better than any other lounge I've ever been to. Download speeds and upload speeds are pictured right there in megabits per second. Also, depending on where you sit in the lounge, there's some great views of the outside world, more specifically, to use the technical term, the airport apron, which is where the planes are parked, reloaded, refueled, boarded, etc. So for those of you who like plane spotting, there's some great windows and views out there. The restroom facilities are also equally as nice as the rest of the lounge, very clean and well maintained. Plus, in the middle here, there was like this big kind of cube thing, which was kind of a cool centerpiece that kind of, I guess, anchored the lounge. I didn't really get a great view of it on camera, so here's a picture of it for you all now. So now that you've visually seen the awesomeness of this lounge, here's kind of a one-page summary of all the different amenities in one place for you all. I organized this into different categories like local food and beverages, the features, and the spaces. Now for how to find this lounge when you're in the airport. Right now, there are 2 locations that are currently open. The one that this video is about was for Boston. The hours are at 5 a.m. for the open and closing at 11 p.m. daily. Those hours are subject to change as schedules change over time. For the location, it's in the B to C terminal connector between gates B40 and B39. Here's a map of that, just so you can see a more visual of that. I outlined it there with a red box and an arrow there between those 2 gates. Also, for the size of the lounge, it's currently at 11,640 square feet, so pretty substantial. I also included the details for the Hong Kong location in case you happen to be flying there. That was the first one to open in the Chase Sapphire Lounge network, so feel free to pause that if you want to look at those details. Moving forward here though, we also have some additional locations coming soon. And for some of you watching this video in the future, some or all of these locations might already be open. So Chase will be having locations at San Diego, Las Vegas, Phoenix, Philadelphia, and New York City. Once these are all open and fully operational, you can see the latest info for their hours, location, etc. at the link there at the bottom of the screen, and hopefully you'll even see more locations as Chase continues to build out this network over time. And now how to get into this lovely lounge with the right credit card. So a little fun story here real quick up front. I went to the lounge myself, all excited to do this video tour for you all, and so I presented my Ritz-Carlton credit card because this is actually one of the options that can get you in. And I was met with this blank stare and a big question of, do you have the Priority Pass card associated with your Ritz card? I responded with, yes, I do. In fact, I had it right here. Fortunately, I had the physical card with me, plus the digital version in the Priority Pass app. Either one would have been just fine. But I just thought that the Sapphire Reserve, also the Secret Ritz card, or the JP Morgan Reserve would be able to get you in, because a Chase card getting you into a Chase lounge just made sense. But first and foremost, this is actually a Priority Pass lounge, and Chase is kind of within the contractual agreement with all this. So you want to have Priority Pass done first. So I'll mention that and all the steps to activate it, how to get it in just a moment. But first, again, the 3 cards that will allow you to get in with their associated Priority Pass memberships are the following: the Chase Sapphire Reserve, the JP Morgan Reserve, and the Ritz-Carlton credit card. Now, those first 2 cards, the ones branded with Reserve in their name, have the same access, eligibility, and requirements here. So for the primary card holder, you get unlimited visits to the Chase Sapphire Lounge network year-round. And for guesting, you can bring 2 guests with you for free. If you have more than 2 guests, those will be $27 each. or whatever the current day pass rate is at that time. If you're traveling with children, they're able to get in for free if they're under the age of 2. If they're older than that, they will then just be a regular guest. So they'll use one of those 2 free visits, or if they happen to be number 3, then they'll pay the 27 rate for them there. Now, if you also have authorized users on your accounts, they have the same access as the primary cardholder. So they also can bring in a couple of guests at no charge, and same with their children. And perhaps the most surprising part out of all this is that the card with the best level of access to the Chase Sapphire Lounges does not even have Sapphire in the branding. It's the Ritz-Carlton card, which is no longer available to new applicants, by the way, although you can still get it, as I made this video, via a product change. If you want to learn how to do that, check out this other video that I made on that topic. For the Ritz card, the primary card holder gets unlimited visits every year. They can also bring unlimited guests with them and also free children. So it's pretty amazing what this card can do. And same goes for their authorized users. They have the same level of access as the primary card holder, both for themselves and for their guests. Feel free to go back and pause that if you want to look it over again, just to kind of let all those details settle in. But the main takeaway here is that simply flashing your Ritz card or your Sapphire Reserve, for example, will actually not get you in. So make sure that you have your Priority Pass card, be it physical or digital, and I'll again show you in just a moment here of how to actually get that. But first, there's one more way to get into the Sapphire Lounge, and that is via Priority Pass from another non-Chase card. So if you get this through American Express, Bank of America, US Bank, all of those are other great examples too, as some of their cards also come with a Priority Pass membership. For these non-Chase Priority Pass cards, you get 1 free visit to 1 Sapphire Lounge by the club per calendar year. If you want to do additional visits or bring guests with you, either way, the rate there for the ongoing day pass is $75 per person. Yikes, that might be the most expensive Priority Pass lounge I've seen so far. Maybe we'll see something even more in the future, but for now, $75 for Priority Pass is pretty high. I also confirmed this on their website, so if you look up the Chase Sapphire Lounge by the club at Boston on the Priority Pass website or app, you will see the details listed right there under the notes section, and it does show the $75 per person fee. But I will say it is nice that you can get in 1 time per calendar year for free at whichever Sapphire Lounge you want to go to. It's almost like getting a free trial with no expenses whatsoever, just to see if you like the concept and if you can kind of visualize yourself using it perhaps multiple times a year, which may then be a good reason for you to sign up for the Chase Sapphire Reserve or work your way into the Ritz-Carlton card or something like that for more access. So summarizing the steps about how to get into the Sapphire Lounge, number 1 is to enroll or activate your Priority Pass membership associated with your credit card. And then step 2 is to go to the lounge itself and present the following at the front desk. Part A is your physical or digital Priority Pass card, and B, you'll need to have your valid boarding pass within 3 hours of your flight. And to get your Chase issued Priority Pass card, here are the steps you want to take for that. After you've opened up your corresponding credit card, you then want to go online to your Chase account by signing in, clicking on your card like the Chase Sapphire Reserve, for example. Click on the More Options button, which is represented by a 3 dots icon. Then choose the Card Benefits section and scroll down to the Complimentary Airport Lounge Access section to then activate. Here's a little screenshot of how it looks on that dashboard under the Travel tab. In this screenshot, it's already been activated, but prior to that, it should have a button or a link to begin the process. Or if you prefer to do this over the phone, you can definitely do so. Just call the number on the back of your credit card and have one of the representatives do it for you. And what about those authorized users? Well, there are a couple things to be aware of here. First of all, if you added authorized users prior to activating your own Priority Pass membership, then theirs will be activated automatically when you activate yours. However, if you did not add authorized users prior to activating your own Priority Pass membership, that is, you added them after, then you'll need to call the number on the back of your card to activate via the phone. And in the end, you'll be mailed your physical Priority Pass card, also the ones for the authorized users, and you can also sign up for the digital version too. So you'll really have your Chase account to manage your credit card and also a separate Priority Pass account too, with a separate username and separate login. So that would be another additional step too. You want to create a Priority Pass account. to then manage that membership and get your digital pass. And with all that said, if you enjoyed today's video and believe it could benefit other people, then please help me get it in front of them by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on those notifications. Also, check out the links down below in the description area to earn some more cash back when you shop online through Rakuten, and to view my site with some great credit card offers that I've organized into different categories to help you find the cards that you like best. I thank you all for watching today's video. I hope it brought you some great value. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and while you're waiting for it to hit this channel, always remember that you are great.